This segment is brought to you by Barker Honda. It's better at Barker.
Everybody, welcome back to Bite Time. Harry McCullough here. If you've been out and about, driving around the roads of Terrebonne Parish, that's a little congested out there. They got a few things going on, a couple of bridge issues, and now we got traffic issues. Here to talk more about it and give us an update, our parish president, Jason Bergeron, Travis Terrio, chief of police. Thanks so much, guys, for being with us. You know, this is nothing new. Now we're going to throw in, I hear rain on top of it. So on the drive home today, it'll be slick as well. But a lot of people were complaining, man, what's going on with the traffic? We've had some accidents. We've had some of those things. Can you give us an update of what's happening?
Yeah, and we understand. I was in it yesterday for an hour and a half working to get to the east side. And I hear the rain, and I think possible wreck in the tunnel seems to happen on a regular basis. When we have rain, it gets slick and people slide into each other. And we had basically 4 wrecks, 3 in the tunnel, 1 outside the tunnel. I think it was at Van and Howard, right?
Grand Canyon
Tunnel, sorry. So with that happening, you know, we basically had about an hour where the tunnel was shut down, and that's what ended up, you know, I ended up stuck out on Cotu in bumper to traffic I've never seen before. And it's crazy to understand. And just even myself knowing what's going on, I'm also frustrated. So we're trying to keep everybody informed, like we were kind of talking about before we started. We made some adjustments today that we're hoping is going to make a difference, even if there is a wreck. But we're working to try to get cars out of the tunnel as soon as possible, and everything we need to do with record trucks. And we're working, you know, we got a group together today with State Police, Sheriff's Office, and HPD. And roads and bridges, everybody was at that meeting having a conversation about what we could do different or better to make the traffic less of an issue.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's no secret what's going on when you have bridges and people all got to take the same route. You know, Houma's one of those, you know, 8 o'clock, noon, and 5, the traffic swells, but now you take out some ways to go, and it's going to be a lot tougher. This is video, of course, from the tunnel. We also had, you know, video of navigational canal that's all, or the intercoastal canal that's out as well. Travis, I guess from a police standpoint, people would go, why don't you have cops on every intersection just waving people through? That's not something you could do. Right?
Correct. Logistically, it's not possible. I mean, we just don't have that many police officers. We don't have enough police officers to throw at it. And you have an infrastructure that's designed to handle traffic, right? And we have a lot of curveballs that were thrown at us. And this isn't a problem that's my problem, parish president's problem. This is our problem, okay? And we're not going to solve it unless everybody works together, including all of our citizens working together with each other and maybe doing some adjustments. We're going to make some adjustments, hopefully with the way traffic's going to flow in the near future. But we might even have to ask that people make some adjustments on your travel time. So if you're going somewhere and you're going to say, I'm going to run to the store right now, you might want to wait a little bit to help out with not putting so much traffic on the roadway. Right. If you don't have to get out there in that rush hour traffic, wait a little while, you know, or go earlier if it's possible. Well, but we understand that you have to go at times, but we just need to work together.
Yeah, there's some companies like in Baton Rouge that, speak of traffic, they got some traffic over there that'll let out people on, you know, 4 o'clock, 4:35, kind of stagger it, kind of helps a little bit. But speaking of Baton Rouge, the state's not helping out right now. I mean, when you're not getting a whole lot of help from bridges and that kind of stuff.
You know, we were on the phone all day long with DOTD today. You see you're showing the Dularge Bridge right there. You know, I think it's important for people to know that this bridge, the issue we're dealing with now, was based on the fact that they designed the bridge to open 100 times a month. It's opening 500 times a month. DOTD had a plan to refurb it in 2030. The bridge just didn't make it that long. They found some issues while they were doing the repairs. They thought they could work through it. They pushed forward. They started having some structural issues after the motors were repaired and had to shut it down. And so they're trying to push that time up to 2027. They're trying to do a fix right now that carries it to 2027. And at this point, it's got to work its course. They got somebody coming out next week, a specialist, to make sure that the things they're going to do are going to be safe and that this bridge is going to be sustainable for a long period of time.
Yeah, I still consider that the new bridge almost, right? And it's what, 1978 or something that it started. I think it's on the marker there. 76 as you go down, you'll see 76 on the marker there. And I still consider that the new bridge, right? So it tells you a little bit about, you know, some of the facilities. That's 49 years, I guess, now. So, we we needed to do some upgrades to that. And I guess that'll continue. And look, they'll do one, move to the next, and move to the next, right?
Yes, sir. And look, we're looking to get updates on the inspections and know everything that's going on. And again, they're trying to redo DOTD. We're providing all the information they need to help make some decisions and move that forward. Until then, we know it's painful. We know it's frustrating. You know, we don't want people doing road rage on each other.
Right.
So we're trying to do some things to help alleviate it as much as we can. We know school's about to start. You know,
Right.
we're factoring all that information
Buses will be
into these decisions, and again, looking to get out there and make adjustments as we see problems. We're sending our drones out to understand what some choke points are, and if a certain route clogs up this way, we'll send traffic another way and make those adjustments on the fly.
Yeah, Travis, look, you got a mom that lives in Bayou Delorge, right? So that's an issue, right?
It's a huge issue. I mean, I live down there. I still go down there frequently, and it's very difficult for that community right now. And I've spoken to numerous people from the Bayou. I understand their frustration, and our traffic plan that we currently have is to dump the traffic off of Dularge as quick as we can. We've received information that is backing all the way up to Crozier. I mean, it's unheard of, but the goal is, you know, to keep the traffic flowing. As long as we can keep it moving, whoever's on the tail end, it might not seem like it, but you are coming forward.
Yeah.
You know,
So keep working. Please be, patient. You guys are working, and we appreciate the update. Thanks for coming on and addressing us head on, and we appreciate it.
No problem.
We'll
Thank
see
you.
what happens with school.
Yes, sir.
Good luck with that. All right. That's the update right here on Bayou Time. Thanks for watching. I'm Harry McCullough. See you next time.
This segment was brought to you by Barker Honda. It's better at Barker.